See, this world is not fair.
You are pregnant. The son was just giving me both bars. Bye. Ebusian 4. Ebusian 4. Ta-da! Let's talk about Straw. I've seen it on Netflix, right? But I said, Tyler Perry. I'm waiting for Tyler Perry to bring out this movie. What's the movie? Beauty and Black. Beauty in Black or Beauty and Black. Either one of them. I'm waiting for him to bring the second season because, man, I'm waiting. I just want to see what will happen to the rest, right? Man, I cried. I'm not kidding you. I kid you not. I cried throughout the movie. From the start to the end. I know I'm a crybaby. I know I'm emotional as something, but this movie brought out a lot of emotions. As a mother, I'm not a mother yet, right? But I'm just imagining being as an older child, having siblings, catering for them, you have nobody, and the world decides to just not be friendly to you. Your landlord decides to act like she has lost some bolts in the head. Like everything is just working. You go to the bank, especially those bank people, I don't know, but I've gone to the bank several times, and these people are just rude. I don't know if it's because they are working 247, they have to serve every customer, or maybe they are just rude. I really met some nice like bank tellers too and all that, but some ones we I met, hey, they're also not nice too. So I really didn't pay them attention because and the plot twist here was insane. I was hoping and praying to God that the baby survives. She gets her child. She buys the big house she has ever wanted. But you know one thing she said that struck me? She said, be careful of who you have a baby with. It starts with me. Be careful of who you have a baby with. Not just that, be careful of who you do life with. So in case you decide not to be a born one single mother and you decide to settle down, be careful of who to you decide to tie your life to. I know some people will say that, oh, God doesn't choose for you, but you know, as a Christian, one thing I've come to understand, that God gives directive as to who to be with. Looking through the Bible, God will lead the way, and eventually you get something that your heart would want. God is merciful in most cases. Like majority of the things I hear, I read a lady story on Instagram where she said God, she had married an unbeliever. The man didn't know anything about Christ, blah blah blah. Then she knew Christ. She was working with Christ, and God had shown her so many things that it's a no. You can't marry the man. She still went ahead to marry the man because she loved the man, right? So she goes ahead to marry this person, and eventually things started going haywire. I'm not saying if you marry a Christian, things won't go left, right, center. Life will still life, but when life still lives, the beauty of the whole thing is that you both are Christians and you have the word of God to both, you becoming one, you both then start to fight whatever is. So it's you two plus God against everybody, right? But if the person doesn't know God, what at all are you going to stand on to, battle life's challenges? So this woman goes on to say something like, okay, so she started praying for the husband that God should help her because things were really really bad between them. They nearly divorced, right? Then God did his miracle. Somebody as Anthony Weka miracles. Miracles. So God did a miracle. Then the man converted to become a Christian, and she has been enjoying her marriage from there. Somebody be like, when I heard the story, I was like, I'll still go ahead and marry an unbeliever. I know God can do that miracle. But I may not be as lucky as that lady. Maybe my case would be different, where all through my life I'll go through hell, God forbid. But I'm just saying it's an example. You don't want to go through, just God says we should not be unequally yoked. Don't marry, you can't marry somebody who is not, who doesn't share in your value. That's just the truth. As painful as it may sound, as hurtful as you may feel, you just can't end up with it.
Good morning, Ebusianfo. I hope everybody is doing amazing. I hope everybody is doing well. Obiaho ye there. Okay. Okro. Okay, so we are here on one of my farms. So we are doing something called DAF, Dynamic Agroforestry. You'll be seeing it, don't worry. But I'll still put some details on the screen. And by the way, I changed my hat. Interesting, right? So that's what we'll be doing. So we'll be starting off with I don't know what, but personally I'm new to this. So I'll go right there and watch what they are doing so that I can give you details later on in the video. So miss you. Miss you. Ejumananda form and it's not on the floor. Hey guys, so I just woke up like a few minutes ago. I slept like I don't know, as ladies, I'm sure we know when our energy levels are down. I woke up a while ago and while I was on the farm today, I didn't want to be hearing, I was just working, moving from point to point, even with that one car. And oh, and the funny thing is, I think my boot leaks, right? My boot has a hole. So now if I go through water, it starts to get water into my boots, which makes my feet really, really, really uncomfortable. So now the company gave us boots, right? But my mistake was I got a smaller one, like true to size, it fits. And I hate true to size boots because when you walk for a while, your feet will start to hurt. That's the truth with boots. Even though I've gotten used to it, but sometimes it hurts. So I should have, thinking about it, I should have gotten a bigger one like the one I have. That way I can move my leg freely. And you know the annoying thing today too, the way it was scorching hot today, the sun was just giving me buzz buzz. I was like, today, dear, area why a weapon formed against me because it was so hot. So I'm here. I'm about to have my dinner.
realized whilst editing that I had not updated you guys on what went on at the hospital yesterday. So after taking after going to do my lab, doing my pelvic scan, my abdomen, my kidney, lungs, bladder. In fact, I did a whole body checkup, right? And after everything was done, I just took the report to the doctor for him to tell me what was in, because technically I'm no physician and I have no idea what these things say. So I went and the doctor started looking at the report to intent, and I was like, is everything okay? He said, oh, everything's okay, but his face wasn't telling me that, oh, everything was okay. Then immediately he goes like, Miss Agui. I said, yes, sir. It's like, you are pregnant. I said, me? Hey. Then the nurse in the room started laughing because the way I said, hey, me, I'm no second Mary. I beg, anything will concern children at this point. God knows that I swear. So please, that's just it. By the grace of God, I don't have any issues with myself. God has been faithful. No, it's not because I eat healthy or I exercise or I do anything. It's just God's grace and His mercy that keeps me healthy. So I would urge everybody to go and do a full body checkup. Trust me, whatever the outcome is, God is in control. I've seen God heal rare diseases, I'm telling you. So there is nothing God cannot heal. Well, whatever the outcome is, put it at God's feet and trust me that He's going to heal you. You wouldn't even see it. By the time you realize, you're like, okay, did God do this? Exactly. If you enjoyed this vlog, there are a lot more vlogs on my channel, so I'm going to link a couple of them up here. Please do watch them and subscribe, comment, let me know what you like the videos, so that YouTube can push them out to a lot more audience. So we end here. I'll see you next time in another vlog. Toodles.